Hello everybody, Brock Weld here to talk to you about functional neurological disorder. And on Saturday, I got my third round of stem cells and they were very successful, I have to admit. I've had 3 rounds now. The first round they included the mannitol and basically they had recipe A. They went to kind of recipe B, which took away the mannitol on the second round in February. And obviously March, my third round, kind of went back to the original recipe A and threw in a few other things, and I feel incredible. I got to tell you, I am not cured. F&D, I will have F&D for the rest of my life, but it makes the symptoms so much easier to manage. It makes everything so much more functional. Unfortunately, because of the symptoms, it kind of creates a new set of muscle memory. So when I go back to the gym, you have to kind of relearn to walk again. Not drastically, but it is significant. Trying to walk, run, lift, do anything physical, you have to get used to a normal movement, and I haven't had that for a long time. Believe it or not, a week ago today, my friend had to scrape me off the driveway. I was having a horrible seizure, and I couldn't make it into the house. And he carried me in, and I shook violently for 2 hours. Could not stop, no matter what I did. And he finally came in, and I was completely unresponsive, shaking, all that stuff. This is before my stem cells, and it was bad. I almost he was calling 911 when I came to, and he goes, "Dude, I have to get you to the hospital." And we decided to wait a little bit longer, and they kind of went away. But my last video was getting the stem cells, and I was still kind of symptomatic. I was still twitchy and all that stuff. I was struggling to keep my eyes open, or my right eye. And I wake up the next morning after those stem cells, and it's like, whoa, Coach Weld feels powerful. So, yeah, when you have functional neurological disorder or conversion disorder, man, if you get a good day, take it. Take it and run. What I have now is I definitely have correlation. I don't have causation. I definitely have correlation. I've taken 3 different recipes of these stem cells, so to speak, and 2 of them had a profound impact on my condition. Huge. And that's great. But now what I have to do is, that's correlation, so it's not causation. So now I have to figure out how to make it last. So now I don't know how long it's going to last. And I also have to figure out if I can make it last longer, or if I can make it last forever. I don't know, but I'm working on it, right? So through a combination. And I also went to a special physiotherapist where they actually worked a lot specifically on my scar tissue. And last night was the best night's sleep I've had in months, to be totally honest. So that was a very helpful tip I got from another person with F&D in the UK, actually, that I've gotten to know a little bit. And so thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But that's, stem cells. Yeah, I feel like a werewolf. That is that good. I have to admit. I feel really good today, and it is like fighting a war. For the last 3 years, it's like I've been fighting a war, and I have lost absolutely every single battle along the way. And you imagine fighting a war where you lose every time you fight. And the only days you feel like you win are the days that the enemy does not attack. That's what it's like living with F&D. And with the stem cell therapy, it's finally given me a sense of being on offense for a change, to actually feel like I'm fighting back. So, emotionally, psychologically, and physically, it has been enormously beneficial. And if you've been rooting for me, it's great news. If you've been rooting against me, go fuck yourself.